This is the 500 watt LED flashlight. See, that's an overview. That's what it looks like on the front. You have the glass lens with the LED in it. Got two fans with two thermal switches in there. Those are for the fans. And if we rotate it sideways, here we have a power switch, battery charger, DC booster, and the battery bank. And if you look right in there, that is a battery balancer, and I'll explain all that in a minute. Let's start off with the batteries. This is a 48 volt 20 amp hour battery pack, roughly 1,000 watts total power. I have 13 cells and 13 individual cells, but each cell is a bank of 10 actual 18 650 cells. You e-cigarette smokers know what kind of cells those are. So I have 10, 13, which equals out to 130 18 650 cells. And so, problem was trying to figure out how to balance each and every one. So that's why I have all these leads coming out. Now, with your balancer, you have the 14 wires right there. Now each wire goes to each of the individual cells, plus one for the positive and negative side of the battery pack. And what the balancer does is it makes sure each and every cell is the same exact voltage. So let's say like this one's at like 4.1 and this one's at 4.2. So that it will take some current from the 4.2, move it over to 4.1, and it'll balance it out. It'll make sure that all of these are exactly the same. And not only it balances them, it protects the whole unit from overcurrent, overcharging it, and over discharging it. So it's a protector board, because the lithium ion batteries or Li-ion batteries, their limit is 4.25. And that's what this thing bounces them off at. I believe it's like 4.2 if I'm correct with these cells. Then after that, it goes in, the power goes one side goes from the switch, and to the switch it goes to the one side of the booster. It does its fancy, the Pixies does its fancy dance in there. Then once it goes in there, one of the leads goes to this little pretty red switch. Clunky clunk. And then after that, it goes directly to the light. Now, how do I charge it? It's just simply with this 48 volt battery charger. And this pretty much just charges it up. I have one lead going to the charger. That is just what I connect it to wall power. I want to control it. So I have the switch going there. Now that pretty much explains for the battery side. Let's move it over to the AC power or wall power. I have main going in. I have one leg going to the switch. This is a three pole double throw switch. I don't know if I'm saying it correct. But anyway, that's not important. I have one of the sides going from here to this beautiful, pretty instrument. And what this does is pretty much converts AC into DC. Converts the 120 Pixies AC into 75 Pixies DC. And that pretty much just goes straight into the switch and out to the LED. Now, because this thing creates a lot of heat, I need quite a lot of fans. Let's turn this guy off to give you a demonstration. Oops. That means if I want to run it on battery power, I just flip it over to batteries. You'll see that little light right there turn on, and the switch will also illuminate. Ooh, ah. And all I gotta do is flip it, turns right on. Yeah, this thing makes a lot of heat. So let's plug this guy in. Contact. Alright, so we got power, which means that we see power right there. Now, because you see a red and a green, because I did not flip the switch, turn this guy off. Now if I turn the switch on, it'll start charging the batteries. You can see both are red. Now what I like about this is I can also run on AC, so if I flip it to the downward switch, if I turn it on, turns right on. Now, there we go. Now I have two fans on here. Now because I have both AC and DC, I need two separate fans running at two separate voltages and two types of current. So this one right here runs on 48 volts of direct current. And then this other fan, this guy's a little heavy. And this fan right here runs on AC right there. I don't know if you can see, but that's what she looks like. Flip her forwards. This thing does create a lot of heat. A lot of heat radiation come from the light. Alright, so these are the thermal switches. Now these turn on at, I believe it's 110 degrees or 120 degrees Fahrenheit or 50 degrees Celsius if you're in the UK. But this is pretty much my setup. Just give it a moment for the fans to kick on. And it's warm. Trying to go. Alright, so the fans just kicked on. This thing throws a lot of heat out. You can almost use this thing as a space heater. It throws out so much heat. Oh yeah. That loud fan was the battery fan. Well, the fan running on batteries. I have turn a little light back on. I have the AC fan always on. Like it's wired directly with the wall power. Does not run at all from the switch. That's because that if I accidentally leave this in a hot car or something, I don't want the DC fan to drain the battery all the way. You can hear that the AC fan just kicked off. There's the blades right there. Takes a while for it to spool down. Anyway, this is pretty much the light right here. So I hope you enjoy it. If you have any questions, comments, or anything about how I built it, wiring, or even building the battery pack, just leave it in the comments below. I'll be more than happy to help you out. So, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.